Hey guys, welcome back to Tigaritana. My name is Abby and today we're going to be doing this week's heart chakra healing video. And just get my cards. So that solar plexus reading was really powerful, so there's that. But let's see what's in our heart space. And I say this because our sacral space was a little bit like ugh. And then our solar plexus, like our will is shot. So our heart space, I feel like taking, okay, tomorrow the moon goes into Taurus for 2.5 days. Take that time, the middle of the week, to really just enjoy yourself. Especially because, if I'm not mistaken, this Taurus moon will fall on Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken, possibly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does before it switches into Gemini. So really take time to just enjoy yourself, even if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving for the correct reasons. I honestly just celebrate my mom cooking because she is cooking that day. But basically, just take time to really enjoy yourself is the main message that I'm getting, because I feel like a lot of self-care is needed this week coming out, well, getting dragged out of Scorpio season. What is our blockage for our heart space this week? What is our blockage for our heart space this week? What is our blockage? Oh, wow. Okay. First two cards is Judgment and the Five of Wands. What y'all did? What did somebody did to you? Oh wow, this goes hand in hand with the solar plexus reading. Wow. Okay. What is our blockage for our heart chakra this week? Getting attacked. Getting spiritually attacked. Hold on. Okay. We're getting spiritually attacked with the cards by the universe. That's basically how I feel right now. Okay. Seven of Swords. Okay, then how can we best heal our heart space this week? How can we best heal our heart space this week? Wow. We're gonna have to do a lot of King of Pentacles, Hierophant. We're gonna have to do a lot of work during this Taurus moon. Taurus moon is going to be the time to really reground ourselves, because there's a lot of not cute stuff happening right now. How can we best heal our heart space this week? How can we best heal our heart space this week? Okay. Yep. How can we best heal our heart space this week? How can we best heal our heart space this week? Okay. Oh wow. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So our blockage is Judgment, Five of Wands. And we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. And what did I say earlier? It's going to be, our blockage this week was really going to be mind and emotional stuff coming up. Then we have the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Some of y'all is mad. This is like, there's kind of a situation here where somebody done pissed us off. I feel like this is going to go hand in hand with the solar plexus video, but somebody just done pissed us off and disappointed us to the point that it really created a trauma where it runs away with our thoughts here and there, whether it was lying or sneaking off, doing some things, and where we thought, you know, it was going to be a happily ever after situation, but it didn't end up being one. We thought it was going to be a seed that was really ground planted and really meant for us, but it wasn't. And so it got cut off out of our lives. And now we're like kind of in a different place And it's really just, as far as Judgment being the first card coming out for this, did I say the bottom of the deck? But yeah, I did. As far as Judgment being the first card that's coming out of this, we're really looking and reflecting on the situation, and not the best, with not the best thoughts is the word I'm looking for. Because this was definitely a trauma. For those who read their Akashic Records or got their Akashic Records read this last week, because that definitely was a big message for last week, I hope that you guys healed that trauma. For this week, for my lovely people who don't necessarily have a trauma in the Akashic Records, but this could very well be one as well, you can definitely get an Akashic Records reading. I will put down the link to my friend downstairs, Abby, downstairs, down in the box below, if you guys want to get it done, because I don't do them just yet. But if that's something that you need to do to heal that, or to heal that through the records, because that person is not necessarily accessible for you to contact them and forgive them, like you physically, verbally, presently doing it yourself, you can also do it through the records as well. So if that's something that you need to do this week, definitely do it this week. But for my lovely people who are not even up here in that crown space to be doing that work, y'all need to stop. That's the best way I'm going to put it. Best way to heal that this week. King of Pentacles, Hierophant. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles and Strength. And that Leo, and this really correlates with the solar plexus video reading, because we talked about Leo ruling the solar plexus area, and our will is shot right now because of a similar situation. It's like that Mercury retrograde got everybody like, I don't want to address this. I gotta address it. Outcome for the best way to heal it is the Four of Cups and the Magician. So say hello to Mercury. Say hello to Mercury. And so as we're coming up in this huge Gemini full moon, where Gemini, as you know, rules communication, are you going to be blocking the communication that needs to be had in order to heal this space, just because you were upset and emotionally pretty much traumatized from the situation? This wound is something that is just getting carried over and over again. It's a seed that now has become rotten in the ground, and it's not decomposing, it's just they're not adding any nutrients and minerals to the earth around it in order for other things to grow. No, it's not doing that. It's just being bitter. And so this bitterness from this lack of love is blocking our heart space this week. Yeah. And what is the answer? And what is the answer to that? Well, for one thing, y'all need to practice your self-care. Two of the professional self-care, like, zodiac signs are right here. Leo and Taurus. Professional self-care signs. Professional. Really regrounding yourself in your self-care practice first and foremost. And your self-care practice could be allowing somebody else to apologize to you for a situation that happened, or you apologizing to somebody else for what you did to them. Whichever ways the cookie crumbles and whichever side of the street it falls on, it needs to still be something that needs to be taken care of. So really coming back to your self-care and really saying, you know what, I'm kind of gonna own up to this and address it, and just literally put in the work and be the stronger person, be the better person, as they like to say it, and say the thing that needs to be said because it's been internally bothering me. Let me really just clear the air. Let me really just get that out of my way. Let me just do the work, because healing is not always fun and easy. It's not, but it's a necessary concept, because the problem with the Four of Swords is while we're bitter, we're blocking our power. We're blocking our ability to manifest clearly. And as we're heading into this communication moon, we're going to be pushed and pushed and pushed to speaking. So it's like, what do you want to speak about? What is it that you want to speak about? And it so seems it has to do with this like really traumatic experience that kind of messed up the Venus energy, Venus vibes. It was just like a traumatizing love experience, traumatizing relationship experience, in whichever way it's coming up for you. It was something that really hurt. It was something that was really toxic too. It didn't feel good. And because it didn't feel good, it takes you out of your power. But you gotta remember, you always gotta remember, you gotta love yourself first. And sometimes you need to love yourself first by saying the thing that needs to be said, so you don't have to think about it. This is something that I do all the time. Let me freaking tell you. I be getting mad at, it could be like, oh my god, I'll just give you one that I literally text my sister when I'm annoyed. I'll just be like, this person didn't text me back. It's been like a day. And mind you, I know that I literally mentally know that this person is going through their own process. They're going through their own thing right now. They're going through whatever the case may be. And I'll still be like, no, I'm mad. Like, it takes like 2 seconds to text somebody back. What? But it's like, I still know that this person still has this going on. This person's not going to write back to me until this person gets their stuff sorted. And it's something that, while we want instant gratification for something, it's important to say, to kind of check yourself. Because I'll do this in conversation. I'll be like, Erodies, because my sister's name is Erodies. I'll be like, Erodies, like, but they haven't texted me back though, and it takes like 5 seconds though. And she'll be like, Abby, you know they're gonna text you back. Just give it time. Like, stop being like. And you would think that me as a Capricorn would be super patient. I am, but sometimes I'm just like, yeah, but now, why is it not fast enough? That's like, I don't know, it's kind of, especially when the moon's in Aries, I just get super impatient. But it's like, but why though? You know what I mean? But at the same time, in conversation, I will be the one that will be like, you know, I know she has a lot going on, or I know he got a lot going on, but like, you still text me back though. I know they're doing this, I know they're worried about that. Like, I'll literally start naming all the things that I already know are going on. Like, I'll just be like, yep, this is another thing that they're going through, this is another thing, but they can still text me back though. And that's kind of a way that I've kind of learned to check myself in situations, because it allows me to stop emotionally feeling so frustrated. Because it's super easy for me to just be like, it's super easy for me to just be like, you know what, I'm done. Like, my Venus and Aquarius energy, again, I can use that sometimes very toxically, because I get detached very easily. I can easily just like, you know what, I don't care, whatever, I'm just gonna focus on this. And they'll literally focus on that for like a week straight, and everybody will be looking for me like, oh my god, wait, what's up, what are you doing, whatever. And I'll just be like, I've been detached. Because it's like something that's kind of like the way I get pushed out of being impatient. Like, I just have to like refocus on something else, because it's like, when I'm solar, like strictly focused on that one thing, I'm like, but why isn't this thing not working? I just don't get it. And but I already know why it's not, but then I'm still like, but it should be. So what I do is, the way I work with my Venus energy, because I have Venus in Aquarius, is that I detach. But I still try to focus on my self-care while I'm doing it. And it's a way for, like, if you need to come back into your Venus energy to really kind of regroup sometimes, then do so. Like, read up on your Venus sign and look at how your Venus, like how the sign that's in your Venus actually behaves, because that's how you're gonna start noticing the patterns of your whole, how you act. Like, you'll be able to see like, oh damn, when I get mad I do this. Oh damn, this is how I react to that. Okay, well that's how I enjoy that. Like, okay, well, you know, I really do love like that though. Like, you'll be able to really see how it is that you're reacting to stuff. Again, Mars as well. Look at your Mars. But it's kind of just important to really work with your Venus energy, because understanding it, like, I know I can detach, but I can also pull myself out of it as well and really say, okay, well, you know what, I'm really feeling like this. So I can either make it so I feel very emotionally intense, or I'm just like super cool and charming and collected, just like I'm detached. And that goes hand in hand with working with your Venus energy, but it also helps to keep me in power, helps to keep me in control, because I'm like, okay, well, you know what, they're doing this, so I'm just gonna go do that. So I don't look like I'm just not doing anything but thinking about this one thing. You know what I mean? It's like, it's unnecessary for you to stay stuck in trauma. Like, Venus is not just about you, like how you love other people. Like, that's what she rules, yes, but that's not how, just what it's about, how you enjoy your life. Okay? And so it's not always about other people. It's about your self-care practice. It's about how you're going to love yourself first before others. And so it really has to do with putting in the work and being strong enough to put in the work, and really just getting mentally clear on how you're going to do that. And coming back to yourself, coming back to your mind, coming back to like, oh wait, I just remembered I was a really, really badass bruja. Like, let me just go back to that real quick. Really coming back to that, like, this is not a negative thing. This is not a negative thing. The Magician is always a reminder that you can use all of the elements on that table. The cups, the swords, the wands, and the pentacles. You can use all of the elements on that table, and that's just like, hey, did you forget you're a badass bitch? Like, what happened was, why did you forget this? Why did you forget your own power? Like, why is this a thing that you are forgetting about? Awkward. So really just come back to your Venus energy in order for you to heal that. Allow people to speak what they need to speak. Don't block your blessings, because you healing this trauma could be a blessing. Blessings are not always like $1 million in a mysterious bag that got left in front of your door, and the love of your life showing up in your house asking you to marry them, and then that's it. That's like what blessings are. That's not how that works. So there are blessings that are literally will always be in disguise, and this is how, and Mercury, since he is the trickster god and the trickster planet, that's how he works. He will mentally trick you. Mentally, these communications will be a trickery, and you won't realize it till after. You're like, oh damn, you know what, this is why you'll like find yourself in moments where you're talking to somebody, whether it's at work or something, about something, and then you'll get into these conversations that you were not thinking about, or you kind of, something's been coming up for you, but it randomly just came up in that conversation, and for some reason that conversation ends up being a healing experience, because that person said that one thing that you weren't thinking about, you didn't process the way that you needed to, so the universe needed to send you this person so you could have this conversation, so you could have this realization, so that you can heal that thing. That is called a blessing. Okay, not all blessings are tied up in ribbons and bows. That's not how it works. Blessings are often things that you want in different package, in a different package, a different form. It's like, and I do this all the time. Like, I've manifested so many things this year alone, and it's been like, it's crazy, because every time I asked for money this year, instead of getting the money, I got what I wanted to use the money for. Because it's like, hey, you're gonna spend it on this anyway, I might as well just get you the person that's gonna hook you up with this thing. Oh, you want to travel? Okay, we're gonna hook you up this way. This is how you're gonna do it. And it's kind of crazy how it works, but that's the point. It is a blessing, and I recognize this is a blessing. I recognize my blessings, and I recognize the importance of having those blessings in my life. It is important to remember that some wounds are meant to be blessings. And I know that don't sound that great, but especially with how the heart space can get blocked off, this is a midpoint to a lot of healing. And when it gets blocked off, is really hard, because you can't really allow yourself to emotionally feel and call in different blessings and different intentions in when your heart space is just like, no, I'm wounded here and I don't want to be access to this. What if the way to that blessing is by really going through that path and healing that wound in order for you to get to that thing that you want? Like, it's really about coming back into your power and practicing self-care. There's still a lot of releasing work that needs to get done. Like, Scorpio season ain't over yet. It's about to be over, but it ain't over yet. And some of you guys still need to do the work. So do that. Okay. And then I'm gonna do, let's see. I'm gonna do the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, just for any additional messages that we need in our lives. Okay. Okay, Goddess Guidance Oracle. What is the message for our heart space this week? What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Message for her. And that fell. Okay. And 2 came out. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Oop. Okay, so we got 2 cards. One is Yamaya, and it says, Golden Opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. She also rules the ocean, and we've been talking about water a lot, so there's that. Then we have Sacred Space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. And we also have literally pretty much every chakra color in here. So as far as this goes, if you need to open the records, because that's also a sacred space, open the records and heal this trauma. If you feel like you cannot speak to this person in person, or whatever the case may be, or if it's a little past life that's coming up for you, open the records and heal this for this golden opportunity. There's a lot of stuff coming up. Sag season is going to be lit. Even though Venus is going back into Scorpio, it's still gonna be lit. But chat just needs to like do the work up until we get to the blessing of the thing. It's up until we get there, you need to do the work. It needs to just be like 1, 2, 3, like take the steps. Don't cut corners. Don't think you're gonna emotionally cut corners with your heart space. It doesn't work like that. That's not how it works. So connect, talk to your ancestors, talk to your spiritual leaders. Like if you need to get a reading personally, so you can know what's up. Like whatever it is, do the work. Do the work, because there's stuff that's happening. But if you don't actually do the work, then you're just not going to reap any benefits. You're gonna just feel really stuck. So listen, work with your Venus energy this week. Heal your Venus, heal your heart space, do a lot of, I would say honestly, do a spiritual bath. And just go through every chakra in the shower. Just do a spiritual bath. Just a full-blown cleansing if you needed to do it. But it's really needed this week. There's a lot of stuff that we're carrying. Like every chakra has been almost like different than like every week usually is like one means this and one is for that, and they're all interconnect some way, and like it's all in root the same issue. But this week it's like, nope, heart chakra has this problems, solar plexus has this problem, sacred space has this problem. It's like everything is different. So just do the work on each. They all need our undivided attention this week. So I will see you guys in the next video.